Polar bears, majestic giants of the Arctic, rulers of the icy north. But what if we transported these formidable predators back in time to the age of dinosaurs? Could they survive the perilous world of the Jurassic? Join us as we explore this fascinating what-if scenario and dive deep into the challenge and opportunities that polar bears would face if they were dropped into the Jurassic period. To answer this question, we need to consider several key factors: the environment, the food sources, the competition, and the adaptability of polar bears. Let's start with the environment. Polar bears are perfectly adapted to the harsh conditions of the Arctic. Their thick fur, layer of blubber, and large paws make them exceptional hunters on ice and snow. But the Jurassic period presents a drastically different environment. The climate was much warmer, with no polar ice caps and lush vegetation covering much of the Earth. In this scenario, polar bears would face significant challenges. The heat would be their first major obstacle. Polar bears have evolved to conserve heat in freezing temperatures, and a hot, humid climate could easily lead to overheating. Without the ability to cool down efficiently, these Arctic giants would struggle to survive in the sweltering Jurassic world. However, it's important to note that animals can sometimes adapt to new environments. Polar bears might seek out cooler areas like caves or shaded forests to avoid the heat of the day. They might even become more nocturnal, hunting during the cooler nights. But this adaptation would be a slow and challenging process, and it's unclear if they could survive long enough to fully acclimate. Next, let's talk about food. In the Arctic, polar bears primarily hunt seals, relying on sea ice to catch their prey. But in the Jurassic, there are no seals and no sea ice. So what would polar bears eat? Interestingly, the Jurassic period was home to a rich variety of marine life, including large fish, marine reptiles, and even primitive whales. Polar bears are skilled swimmers and might adapt to hunting these new aquatic creatures. They could potentially become apex predators in the rivers and coastal areas of the Jurassic, preying on these abundant food sources. But what about on land? While polar bears are primarily carnivorous, they are also opportunistic feeders and could scavenge on dinosaur carcasses or hunt smaller land animals. The Jurassic period had plenty of smaller herbivores that a polar bear could potentially hunt. However, hunting on land would bring them into direct competition with some of the most fearsome predators to ever walk the Earth. In a one-on-one fight, a polar bear might stand a chance against smaller predators, but against a fully grown Allosaurus, Torvosaurus, or Ceratosaurus, the odds aren't in their favor. These dinosaurs, while not as large as the T-Rex of the later Cretaceous period, were still formidable predators in their own right. Allosaurus, for example, was one of the most dominant predators of the Jurassic. Standing about 30 feet long and weighing up to 2.5 tons, Allosaurus was built for speed and power. With its sharp claws and serrated teeth designed for slicing through flesh, an Allosaurus could easily overpower a polar bear. The bear's thick fur and blubber wouldn't offer much protection against the Allosaurus's powerful bite and slashing claws. Similarly, Torvosaurus was another massive predator, slightly larger than Allosaurus and just as deadly. Weighing up to 4 tons and equipped with a powerful jaw and large, blade-like teeth, Torvosaurus was a fearsome hunter. In a confrontation, a polar bear would be hard-pressed to fend off such a massive and aggressive opponent. Ceratosaurus was slightly smaller but no less dangerous. Known for the prominent horn on its snout and its robust muscular build, Ceratosaurus was an adaptable predator that could hunt a variety of prey. Its speed and agility would likely give it an edge over the polar bear, which, despite its own strength and predatory skills, isn't designed for high-speed pursuits or rapid attacks. In summary, while a polar bear is a powerful and fearsome predator in its own, the Jurassic period was filled with even more formidable and specialized hunters. Against the likes of Allosaurus, Torvosaurus, or Saurophagenax, a polar bear would be at a significant disadvantage. These dinosaurs were built for the kill, and while the bear might put up a fierce fight if they struggled to survive against such formidable foes. Finally, let's consider the adaptability of polar bears. These animals are intelligent and have shown the ability to adapt to different challenges in the Arctic. In the Jurassic, they might develop new hunting techniques or social behaviors to cope with the different environment. For instance, polar bears might become more adept at climbing to escape predators or to reach new food sources. They might also start foraging more extensively, seeking out plant-based food to supplement their diet, similar to how modern brown bears do. Polar bear cubs, being naturally curious and quick learners, might be the key to the species' long-term survival in the Jurassic. Over generations, these bears could evolve to better suit their new environment, developing thinner coats, sharper claws for climbing, and even changes in behavior. So, could polar bears survive the Jurassic? The answer is complex. While they would face enormous challenges from the heat to the competition from deadly dinosaurs, their intelligence, adaptability, and sheer strength give them a fighting chance. However, the transition would be brutal, and survival would likely depend on rapid adaptation to the harsh new realities of the Jurassic world. Ultimately, the polar bear's fate in the Jurassic would depend on its ability to evolve quickly and carve out a niche in a world dominated by dinosaurs. It's a daunting task, but if any modern animal could rise to the challenge, the polar bear just might be the one. What do you think? Could the polar bear survive in the Jurassic? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more thrilling explorations into the world of What If? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep wondering.